Aging, CEO Julie Weatherby, Elder Abuse Victim Specialist Angela Shepard, and Marketing Coordinator Tracy James. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
How was the drive up from Brooklyn today?
Great. Great.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
We've been pretty lucky as far as winter weather, but that
Yes.
changes Wednesday night.
That's what I heard on the way in.
Yeah, get enough, maybe 3 inches, but
It's
It's
February.
doing-
It's
Yeah.
winter. Yeah.
It's
it's
Michigan.
time. Yeah. So Region 2, first we should find out for our viewers what the Region 2 Area Agency on Aging does.
Okay. Well, the Area Agency on Aging, we're located in Brooklyn, Michigan, and we serve folks in Jackson, Hillsdale, and Lenawee Counties. And we're a not-for-profit organization, and our mission is to help seniors and adults with disabilities stay in their home as safely and as independently as possible. So that's the home of their choice, whether it's their family home, an apartment, an assisted living facility, but help provide services so that they can stay in the community where they'd like to be.
And as the baby boomers, of which I am one, start to reach retirement age, and we're seeing a bump in the population. We are, as a country, getting older, aren't we, Angela?
That is correct, yes. The aging population is growing very quickly, and with that, we need to provide services and supports for them to make sure that they can be safe and happy and live a good life in the community where they want to be.
And because it's, I wonder if it's because there are so many seniors now. I mean, the population, I think, curve is getting older and older. Does that make the population more vulnerable then to ne'er-do-wells?
Absolutely. With that population increase, unfortunately, we do see a lot of cases where older adults or disabled adults are experiencing abuse, neglect, financial exploitation in their lives. It's not the most fun topic to talk about, I always say, but our agency is doing everything that we can to try to provide interventions for those people. Our Safe Haven program provides services and support specifically to older adults and disabled individuals who have been victims of some type of abuse.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's quite common.
It is. It is very unfortunate, but I'm really happy that our agency has brought this to light and that we are able to provide some help to those people who need it.
And we're also seeing more seniors become victimized by financially by scams, scam artists. There are people that prey on the vulnerable, including seniors.
Yes.
And that's something you try to help people with.
Yes, we hear about that often, and it's quite unfortunate.
Yeah, and I think anyone that has a parent or a grandparent, they've probably been either scammed or someone's tried to scam them. And the sad thing is, sometimes people, they've been scammed, they lose money, they don't even know it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we all have personal examples that we could talk about. I know a family friend who had a call where the caller was saying that they had their granddaughter in jail and they needed bail money, and unfortunately the person was worried about their family member and provided the dollars. So things like that happen all the time. I just saw in my email today there's a scam on Social Security going around, and so we do try to educate the public on those different scams, but it's really hard to keep up with all the
Right.
things that are happening.
Yeah, and I think one thing that's common with all these scams is that the way they reach you is through the phone, and the real people, the Social Security, the IRS, the state of Michigan, they are not going to call you
Right.
on the phone.
Right, correct. And they will take any opportunity they can. With the 2020 census coming up, people are unfortunately using that as a way to take advantage of people. The most recent that I heard of was something about having to download an app in order to fill out the 2020 census. You will not be asked to do that, so if you come across anything like that, please do not. You don't need to download any apps or give out your Social Security number or anything like that. So.
Just be wary. And if you have parents, grandparents that maybe aren't tuned in or hearing about some of the scams, don't hesitate to share, to spend time and talk, and you know, be upfront about all the problems that they could encounter.
Right.
So you have, in addition to protecting seniors and helping seniors, you also do a series of programs. I know you've got educational programs.
Yes. Yeah, we have all sorts of programs that are designed around keeping folks independent in the community. So we offer many educational sessions on, one's called an Aging Mastering Program, which is, I call everything aging. We have personal action toward health classes, which can help educate folks on managing their own chronic diseases so that they can be in the community longer. We have a gentleman named Glenn Ashlock who really helps us with assistive technology. There are many assistive devices that people can use in their homes that will help them stay there longer. Anything from a special fort to using the Amazon Echo to help manage medications. There's all sorts of things that we can educate on to help folks stay in the community.
And for either services or equipment, are there costs associated with any of the things that you guys provide?
A lot of our funding we get through the state and federal government, but we just always encourage people to give us a call and we can help them sort through what they may be eligible for and what we offer for free. And the conversation and the counseling is always free. So anytime anybody calls, we are quick to help and want to help.
And do you spend time getting the word out? That's your job, marketing director. What are the big key messages that you're working on this year in 2020?
Just really all the programming that can help people stay at home. You know, one of our bigger programs is our Medicaid waiver program. And even though we talk about it all the time, it seems that people still don't understand it. And you know, there is a lot of detail that goes into providing such a program from the state. And again, we encourage people just to call us, and we don't rely on you to figure out what you need. You call us with the need, and then we sort of walk through what the programs are and what the qualifying factors are, and what the eligibility is, and all those kinds of things. So we make it as easy as possible to get you qualified for some things. So,
Angela, when people first hear the phrase elder abuse, it takes, for the first time, it's shocking that there is even such a thing.
It is.
How do you define that? Maybe give an example of what constitutes elder abuse?
It could be anything, any type of abuse to a vulnerable person. It could be physical, it could be verbal, it could be mental, emotional abuse. It could be keeping them from things they need, such as medication or food or water, medical care. And we talked about financial exploitation earlier. Any type of taking money from somebody. We had a couple of cases last year where there was a scam, a Social Security scam, and people's money was just getting stolen right out of their bank accounts, and they didn't have enough money to pay their rent. And our Safe Haven program was there. We were able to help them pay their back rent and remedy the situation, along with legal services to get their funding back and keep them in their home, which is, being evicted can be very traumatic to somebody that's vulnerable. So it could be any of those things.
And psychological abuse as well. And I've seen examples of that where seniors, perhaps with memory issues, they might have family members who become impatient because of that, and they take it out on them, or they stop visiting. All those kinds of things. That fits under the umbrella of abuse, doesn't it?
That's correct. Yes, and in addition to the services that we provide through Safe Haven, we also have caregiver support classes that can kind of educate and help people who have a family member in that situation really try understand what they're going through and how to handle that. So we really try to have a whole bunch of services at our agency for all of those different types of problems.
Well, I've learned a lot more about Region 2 Area Agency on Aging in the last few months, and we appreciate you spending time with us here today. And you'll continue to hear more about the agency on JTV, so just stay with us. if someone wants to talk to you in particular about any of the programs or the services, I know would be happy to have them call.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
they can call us at 517-592-1974 or visit our website, which is r2aaa.net.
Great, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank
for-
you.
Thank you.
These ladies are all from the Region 2 Area Agency on Aging. The CEO, Julie Weatherby, Elder Abuse Victims Specialist, Angela Shepard, and the Marketing Coordinator, Tracy James. Thanks so much.
Thank you.